You're fixing to violate my rights.
Well, explain to me.
Fourth Amendment.
Well, I need to call my sergeant who's busy doing whatever.
Fourth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh boy, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I've been up for over 2 hours, and I haven't even gotten 6 hours of sleep. But I tell you what, we the people, even if I got 10 hours of sleep, I would still be tired of this crap. Now, for the sake of time, we cannot show every last second of this banter between the main perpetrator, that being Officer Burton, and the victim of this unlawful detainment and rights violation, that being Auditing SC. But we are going to highlight the most important parts of this video that really show just how ignorant of the law and our rights this tyrant is. With all that being said, let's roll the tape.
How's it going, Deputy? It is Deputy, right? Yeah, Sheriff. All right. All right, all right.
So, what's your purpose out here today?
Just out here filming, man. Exercising my rights.
Okay. Exercise your rights. Because it says you were paid.
Yeah, yeah.
You were paid by somebody or organization or
No, I get paid by multiple people, actually.
multiple people as in
Platforms.
platforms. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming YouTube or something.
Yeah. YouTube, all kinds of platforms.
So you're just out here filming this specific bank.
But no, actually, I came from way the hell down there, man. Yeah, I'm just walking around. She ended up stopping me, so.
What she said, you've been pacing back.
Yeah, I have. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing that with all the buildings, all the properties, all the banks.
You do understand how that is out of the ordinary. You're walking
Yeah. No, I told her I understand. I understand that completely.
Okay. So that's where this interaction's going to end. The only thing I need from you is just some identification so I can put it in a report.
I mean, I ain't gonna ID myself.
But I mean, you got to because
No, what law did I
because I
break?
have to. You didn't. I never said you.
Right.
I told you she won't show trespass from the premises.
Right, if I was on the property. First off, if I was on their property, they would have to tell me to get off their property first.
Yeah.
That's how a trespass works. First is the warning. Yeah, first is the warning, then the trespass
If
comes.
she calls me out here saying she doesn't like how you conducting yourself.
Right. I want them trespassing my property too.
Okay. So I need
You know what I'm saying?
I need your identification so I can place you on trespass notice so I can leave. That's the only thing I need.
Yeah, I ain't giving up my rights, man. I mean, at this point,
this is just a report. So
you're not a sergeant, right? You're not. I noticed one stripe. What are you?
No.
What's your rank?
I'm a deputy.
Just a deputy?
I'm just a deputy.
All right. Do you got a sergeant?
Oh yeah. What's up?
I mean, could you get a sergeant or someone higher ranking you to get down
get a
here?
sergeant?
Yeah. I mean, especially if you know
My
you don't.
sergeant's not coming out here for this. Go ahead, let you know.
Well, I mean,
There's no reason
I'm
for you to
asking
go.
for him. I mean, especially if you're gonna sit here and try to violate my rights.
No, I'm not trying to buy a
Right. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, man, but I haven't been on their property. You're trying to trust. That'd be like them over there, or even this bank. I haven't even been over there. That'd be like them telling you right now they want me trespassing there.
right?
That's a crock.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know, but you
It's all
can't.
right,
I mean, they can
it's all
tell me I don't come on their property, and I won't.
But this is a formal trespass notice.
Right? You just told me. Yep.
Yeah.
You just told me I
So
won't go
need
on
your
their property.
identification so I can document it that it's been. Because if I say yeah, I told him, and they say, well, who is that? We don't know his name.
Your body cam running?
Do I know your name?
No, is your
how
body
can I-
cam running?
So how can I formally issue you a trespass notice? if I don't know your
Simple
name?
question, man. Is your body cam running?
No, yes,
All right, great. I mean, that way, the prosecutor and all of them can see if you try to arrest me for not IDing myself for something I didn't do.
So answer my question. If I got to issue a trespass notice and I got to issue a person, how am I supposed to know who you are? If I don't have your name.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me don't go on the property. I'm not going on that property. I haven't been on that property.
Regardless, they don't like whatever you're doing out here. So they want you, so you legally cannot step foot. So I can issue you a trespass notice.
Right, but I'm not going to ID
document it,
myself.
And I'm going to document.
Well, what if I don't ID myself?
Then I'm going to detain you and get a fingerprint ready, and then we'll go.
All right, could you get your sergeant down here?
No,
Someone in
my
higher
sergeant,
rank?
There's no reason for my sergeant to come out.
There is.
Why?
You're fixing to violate my rights.
Why? Explain to me.
Fourth
why
Amendment.
Well, I need to call my sergeant who's busy doing whatever. he's
Fourth
doing.
Amendment.
Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Dumbass. You don't know the...
What does that mean?
Did you not swear an oath?
How is that relevant to what we got going on here?
What do you mean? You're trying to...
Explain it to me.
You're trying to damn ID me when it's not lawfully.
And why?
Lawfully, you can't ID me.
Why did I say I want to ID you?
Because you're trying to trespass me from something I haven't even been on. And, I mean, that's my thing. That's my whole spiel.
And what's your spiel?
To find out if they're going to try to violate my rights, if they call the police or sheriffs,
You're
if
intentionally doing something out of the ordinary to invoke a response.
How is this out of the
cops
ordinary?
out here so that you can.
How is this out of the ordinary?
To quote you, to see if they're going to violate your rights. So you're invoking a response.
Right. It's called exercising my rights,
Okay,
like
so
freedom of
so
speech.
you're
Same amendment, First Amendment, freedom of press.
So you're exercising it to see if somebody would do something. To
No,
see if you can get paid.
I'm exercising to see if
All right,
my
so-
my
all right.
rights are violated.
All right. Whatever. That's besides the process. So are you going to identify yourself so I can do my job, so I can go about my day? I got better stuff to do than sit out here and argue with you about your identification, sir.
Right.
You can put your camera, you can pause it, you can do whatever. I need your ID so I can place you on trespass notice. So I can go tell them, hey, he's doing whatever. He's a YouTuber that goes to invoke responses, see if he can get paid, and he's just going to be standing on
Right. So you're gonna
So he
unlawfully.
can stand on a legal piece of property and record whatever he wants to record. I can't tell him no. But if you want him on trespass notice, he's on trespass notice. He knows, and that's where it's going to end. But you want to make it difficult. Now I gotta
What's your
stand out
badge
here.
number?
So now I got to stand out here. and
Right.
explain
What's your badge number, sir?
Why?
What do you mean why? You gotta identify yourself. I know it's Burton, but Burton
I
what?
did.
You know how many other Burtons there are?
In the sheriff's office?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking for your badge number or ID number
You got
or
my- you got my
computer
name.
number.
You got
Yeah,
my
yeah.
badge.
No, I
See,
don't.
I come in a marked patrol car.
I don't see a badge number on it. Do you got a badge number? I'm just asking. Simple.
My badge. It's my identification.
Right.
There's my card that further on my
I mean, do you not have a badge number?
Well, we're deputies. We have stars. So we have a star number.
All right. Well, what's your start?
But I don't see how this is relevant to this interaction right now.
Well, it's ID yourself, man.
Oh, ID myself? So you want me to identify myself, but you won't identify yourself.
You're a public worker, man.
I'm a who?
A public worker.
A public worker?
Public worker, yes. You work for the public, right?
Okay. Usually they say public servant, but
Well, I mean, well,
Oh, there we go.
I'm much rather worker. You know what I
So-
mean? Service is kind of got, you know,
So being a public servant, what's that got to do with it?
the ID yourself. There could be another burden.
Is there a
out
law
there.
that says I have to ID myself?
It's your policy.
This is my policy?
Yeah.
What policy general order is that?
I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and look it up. But
Oh, so
I
you don't
get-
know?
I mean, it's
So how
literally
you
your
make a, how
policy.
you gonna make a statement that you don't know? All right, all right.
Am
All
I
right, so
detained?
this is what's gonna happen, buddy. Listen, I've entertained this enough, and this is all well and good for your YouTube videos and your clicks. Okay. Are you gonna identify yourself, or do I have to get a bunch of people out here to identify you? This is gonna prolong this process.
I like to
And
get your sergeant out here.
My sergeant's not coming out here, bro.
No, someone in higher rank.
The sergeant
Someone
has
higher
the
ranking
same
you,
authority as I do to
So,
enforce the
the high-
laws in the state of South Carolina and Greenville.
Right. But ultimately, his decision would
His
be
decision.
you
So,
know.
how?
I mean, well,
This is my call for service, and I'm the guy here.
it is, but
He's not going to tell you nothing different that I done told you.
let's get him down here and we'll
He
find out.
doesn't. He's busy managing a lot of more stuff than to come down here to deal with you because you've been difficult. It's at the end of the day, you just been difficult. Yes or no?
You gonna arrest me?
Yes or no?
Are you gonna arrest me?
Yes or no?
If you're gonna do it under threat of arrest, I'll ID myself.
Under threat of arrest?
Under threat of arrest.
I never said you're under arrest. But I did tell you that if you don't, I'm going to detain you. And then I'm going to get a fingerprint reader. And then we're going to fingerprint you. And we're going to find out who you are.
All right, then
And I'll have to call my sergeant out here. Because you know why? You're being difficult. And then he's probably going to say, he wants to be difficult. Why should we give him leniency? Right? Because you've probably broken the law.
I probably have.
You probably have.
Have I?
So I'm
That's
not trying
good.
to. I'm just
Good,
not trying
good
to.
for you to
escalate.
size me up like that, man. I really
Nobody's trying
appreciate
to-
that.
I think you just. I
You
don't know
know?
what you're doing, but never
mean, for
raised my
real.
voice.
I mean, I
never
can't
said
believe that
any
you're sitting here
harsh
sizing
words.
me up like that, man.
Never said any harsh words or anything. I don't know why you feel intimidated. I'm just trying to do my job so I can do something better about with my day. You know?
Well, you're gonna detain me. So get your sergeant down here.
I don't want to. I just want you to provide me your ID so I can do my job.
Get your sergeant down here.
No. Are you gonna provide me your ID?
No.
No. All right. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
See, so you're gonna arrest me.
Yeah.
All right.
Detain you. You are detained. Put your
All
phone
right.
down. Put your phone down. I don't want it to break, so I want you to put your phone down. Yep. Set it up. All right. So now,
The cop refuses to fully identify himself, he refuses to get a supervisor involved, he admits that he doesn't even know what the Fourth Amendment is, let alone other Supreme Court case laws that would play a role in this, such as Jesuits v. State for example, so obviously he doesn't realize that people in America have a right to be secure in their papers, persons, houses, and effects, and to add a cherry on top, he tells this man as he's putting him in handcuffs, All you have to do is give up your identification. This would all be over.
What you wanted to do is you wanted to escalate this.
I did want
So
to
you can say, oh, I was detained and arrested by the police
No,
and they
man.
were so mean and
It's not even that, man.
You're a child. You're an adult. If somebody don't want you on there, hey man, I'm going to formally place you on trespass. No, just need an ID. All you need to do is provide me an ID so I can
I
leave.
haven't been on there.
You just wanted to do. You wanted to do this, so you got what you wanted. Are you happy? Did you accomplish what you accomplished?
Not really, man.
That's right, Mr. Good Citizen. Why don't you completely disregard that the Fourth Amendment even exists? Why don't you go ahead and disregard the fact that I, the officer in this situation, admitted that you committed no crime. The only thing I can give credit where credit is due here is the fact that this cop didn't really do all this out of malice, at least not from my perspective. I really do think that Deputy Burton did this completely out of ignorance. I mean, after all, in his mind, he was more than likely trying to give this man an out. He didn't want to have any serious confrontation. He didn't try to escalate in any significant way. It just really goes to show you just how poorly trained cops tend to be. Now, unfortunately, Auditing SC was forced to capitulate and give up his identification to this deputy, in which case he got trespassed from this bank despite not going on their property in the first place. Until he was put in cuffs, of course. Whether a complaint was filed, I do not know for sure, but we are going to leave contact information down below to the sheriff's office for all of you to hold accountable, and maybe give them some encouragement to give that tyrant Deputy Burton some extensive retraining. Obviously, make sure to be as respectful as can be, but just like the acronym of our channel says, let them hear our roar. What's even more important is that you go show some love and support to this brand new auditor in this community, Auditing SC. Make sure to let them know that recognizing their rights said hello. And one other thing, we the people, Deputy Burton proves once again why everybody needs an attorney at their side at all times when it comes to dealing with the police. And that is why we want all of you to go check out the description and the pinned comment of this video to see our link to Attorney Shield, where if you use our promo code of ROR1776, you can get your very first purchase 10% off on that website or app, so that you can more easily have yourself an attorney on speed dial. That way you can avoid unlawful detainments like this. But aside from that, we the people, the only other thing we want from you would simply be to never stop loving the good old Constitution. Thanks for watching.